Got my new Pants of Destiny on, Dana, and we got geoengineering showers right now scheduled. I remembered hearing about this over the weekend, that Monday and Tuesday would be sunny with geoengineering partly clouded streaks in the sky to make sure the temperature doesn't get too high to alarm all of the workers on the plantation. And then they scheduled for today, and they were basically all through Monday and Tuesday, they were processing the atmosphere and treating it for this. They're scheduling the weather. It's coming down from Raytheon. The newscasters are reading scripts coming from Washington. See, even the term, like this whole thing I've been talking about with true religion versus false religion, like it's religion or not, like it's God or not. We gotta cut this crap about saying true God versus false God. False God's not God, so it's redundant to say false God or false truth or whatever. It's redundant and oxymoronical, right? So I'm gonna read the beginning of the change in plans. We're not going to St. Anne's, because I'm not going to be walking around and getting all this, mainlining it right into my skin with all the metals in there and everything. I mean, you get it. You get some of it no matter what, but I don't want to minimize it. It's all about minimizing it. I'm going to read you the beginning of The Prince and the Pauper here from parking lot B at Sturbridge Coffee House. If I stayed in parking lot A, I could have created a problem, because they only have like 6 spaces there, and that's why the signs say 10-minute limit. But I park there anyway when I go out for my breakfast. I probably should, from now on I'll park over here. That's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I do know why, because I'm not perfect and I don't know everything. And why am I still strapped in? I'm not driving. I just pressed the button. So 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I'm going to drive back. I didn't bring the phone charger with me either, so I'm going to drive back to the studio. And we're going to do... Adventure's laid its claim on me. It's all I want to do. And for me, the adventure is putting on that rock star mask. Really. That feels more... That role, doing that, man, it's what I always wanted, and I never even fucking was able to admit it or know it for myself. I was always looking at myself as being kind of one of the people in the crowd sitting in the nosebleeds or whatever, and never as the guy on stage. And I should have been all along the way. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I'm the guy on the stage. I'm not the guy sitting in the crowd. It's just how it is. I mean, everyone's got their role and their play and their mask to wear, their persona, their character. And mine is rock star. And that's what it's been all along the way. So I'm going to read the beginning of The Prince and the Pauper for you. Just the intro part, or just this one intro page part here. I'm going to read to you the preface. Preface. Here's the receipt for this from Annie's, and look what time it was, or what that. I don't think it was 10:33 a.m. was it? But it's there on the receipt on 4/2/2022, the day before I went to Palmer, and it looks like we're going to scratch going back to Palmer, back to the scene of the television show Crime today, because at the rail yard there next to the Leo Johnson trucks and the whole fucking the Girlies Diner at 1315, the place where I finally was able to see clearly and fully what's been going on all along. And the doubt and the doubt and the confusion was just it just dropped away. It dropped away right when I saw that when I was standing there at that rail cart with those abandoned rail carts. It's just like it was after having passed the truck shop right next door and everything. It was just in the diner and the Cooper Tires sign right there across from Girlie's Diner. The reason I wanted to go back to it is just to, just to almost it's like that pinch me thing. It's like, is that really there? That's the question with all of this though, right? Is it really here? How do you know? Oh, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 geese flying overhead there. In formation, that's how they fly in V's. V, the goddess, the bird goddess. I will set down a tale as it was told to me, The Prince and the Pauper, by Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. It was as it was told to me by one who had it of his father, which latter had it of his father. This last having it like manner had it of his father, and so on. Back and still back 300 years and more, the fathers transmitting it to the sons, and so preserving it. It may be history, it may only be only a legend, a tradition. It may have happened, it may not have happened, but it could have happened. It may be that the wise and the learned believed it in the old days. It may be that only the unlearned and the simple loved it and credited it. How much time do I have left? The flux capacitor has, like I said, memory issues, so this flux capacitor. But I got 5 more minutes here for, I'm waiting on the 2 videos, 2 segments for the one show from this morning, pre-coffee. Pre-coffee shows. I never thought I would do such a thing, that I would try to make videos without having really woken up. But most of it, I mean, it's just like sorry, I'm talking too much, and I haven't had enough coffee yet. I've only had like 3, 4 sips, 5 sips, 6. Today's the 6th of April already, believe it or not. 2022, and we're bridging 2020, the 21st century and 19th century, where we got 1 foot in 2022 here, and we have another in 1956 now. We were in 57. We were kind of hung out to dry there for several days, and that's just how it had to happen, because that was the year that with the numbers involved and everything else, that worked as a lot of the means of getting to Cooper Station. Hugh Latimer, Bishop of Worcester. Are you fucking shitting me? First the fathers stuff here, Frank. And now Hugh, that I got this in Worcester, with going there to get this. And I also, and the book that found me, in addition to this one, was, of course, Stardust and Snow, about the wizard David Bowie. Hugh Latimer, Bishop of Worcester, to Lord Cromwell, on the birth of the Prince of Wales, afterward Edward VI. From the national manuscripts preserved by the British Government. Right Honourable Salutem in Christo Jesu, and Sir here yis no less joinge and rejoinge in this parties for the birth of our prince, whom we hungered for so long. Then there was I trow vicinus at the birth of S.I. Baptiste as this bearer. Holy shit, I really haven't had enough coffee for this. It starts right off the bat with this old English. God give us all grace to yield due thanks to our Lord God, God of England, for verily he hath showed himself God of England, or rather of English God. If we consider and ponder well his prodigies with us from time to time, he hath overcome all our illnesses with his exceeding goodness, so that we are now more than compelled to serve him, seek his glory, promote his word, lift the devil of our devils, it be not in us. We have now the stoop of vain trusts and the stay of vain expectations. Let us all pray for his preservation. And I, for my part, will wish that his grace always have, and even now from the beginning, governors, instructors, and officers of right judgment, ne optimum ignium, non optima educatione depravetur. But what a great fool am I! So what devotion showeth many times but little discretion, and thus the God of England be ever with you in all your proceedings. The 19th